I'm gonna raise some hell tonight, folks. Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain, and we've got Raison D'extra from Dogfish Head. Now, this is one of their beers that ages well. If you see that little, it looks like a caution sign with the Dogfish Head logo in it, with a yellow cap, it means that it's intended to be put away and aged. Well, this one is from this year, so it is not going to be aged. I might go back to the store and get one of these to age. Just depends on my budget in the next couple of weeks. I got a couple of things in the closet from Dogfish Head, and I write the month and year that I get them on the cap in Sharpie. But yeah, Raison D'extra. I believe it's a derivative of the Raison D'extra. It's another raisin beer that they do, but this is brewed with an obscene amount of malt, brown sugar, and raisins. They put this out once in a while. I think they actually got rid of it at one point and then brought it back. There's no ABV rating on it, I think because it varies from year to year. But yeah, Raison D'extra. It's Raison D'extra, I don't know. But like I said, I believe it's like a more extreme version of one of their other raisin ales. Ale brewed with raisins. So, we're going to check this one out. And like I said, I do not have one for aging, but I might at some point. But this beer review is a little special as well, because what it's going to do is it's going to kick off 9, maybe 10 days, I think, maybe 8. This is going to kick off quite a few days in a row of Dogfish Head beer reviews from me. I've done this with some other breweries in the past, and it's a way for me to use up a bunch of old reviews that I filmed and just haven't gotten around to posting, because every time I see something interesting at the local liquor store or beer store, I pick it up and I film it. And of course, Dogfish Head being one of my favorite breweries, I pick their stuff up all the time. But I've got a ton of videos that I filmed over the course of probably a year and a half, maybe even 2 years, and have never posted because it didn't seem like an appropriate time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Raison D'extra. I'm going to post this video, and I'm going to post a Dogfish Head brew every day until I've used up what I've got left in the catalog, and I'm going to end cap that with another new Dogfish Head brew that I've got chilling in the fridge right now. So, like I said, I've done this with some other breweries before, and I'm hoping to use up some of my back catalog and at the same time give you guys, days upon days of beer reviews. And I think the best time to do it is right now during the summer. My goal, I'm almost wrapping up this little segue. My goal here is to get rid of a bunch of that old catalog and only have videos that were filmed here in this location for consistency's sake, and to keep things fresh on the channel. And hopefully you guys won't see any more of the reviews like the ones I've been posting where the stuff's either no longer in production or not available in the form that I had it. So anyway, segue over. Raison D'extra. Now, it did have a decent head on it when I first poured it out, and it kind of faded really quickly. But if you look, that's a very brown beer. Maybe there's some red overtones to it, but it looks very thin. There's more light coming through there than I would have expected, but again, there's a reddish brown hue to it, but I am seeing more light through it than I would have thought for a raisin-based beer. So it is an ale, so maybe it's just got a weaker base, and that's why the raisin is there, because it brings out. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying right now. This is the second double-digit ABV beer I'm going to be drinking tonight. So, by the way, that other Dogfish Head one, that's the third. So I'm going to be wrecked by the end of this night, I'm sure. But I will be pacing myself on this. So, anyway. I am getting some sweetness, and it might just be my expectations based on what I read on the label, but I am smelling raisin. Not quite, you know, I had just opened a box of sun-made raisins, but a very faint hint of that raisin aroma. Other than that, I'm not getting a lot off of the aroma. Just sweetness and a pretty faint raisin smell. So, fruity, slightly tart, finishes with a big mouthful of booziness. That might change. I noticed that a lot of the heavier ABV beers from Dogfish Head, if they do hit you up front with the booziness, that tends to fade into the background as you drink it. I mentioned this is the second double-digit ABV beer that I've had tonight. I'm assuming it's in the double digits because most of these age as well ones are at least in the double digits to start, and the longer you leave them aging, they might get stronger depending. I'm getting more and more raisin flavor now. A lot of sweet up front, raisin, and still that mild hint of booziness, but not overwhelmingly so now. In the first couple of sips, it was really, really strong. Now it's just like fading and then complementing, and then I'm tasting like raisin schnapps in the end. That's interesting. I know I've had their other raisin-based beer, the Raison D'extra. I keep bumbling over the name. I should have looked it up before I filmed this video. But I have had their other raisin-based ale before, and it was good. But this is different. This is on a whole nother level. Yeah. Sweet. Got a nice medium mouthfeel. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And then I'm getting a lot of raisin, followed by a hint of booziness, and it's raisin beer. Where else are you going to get that? It's different. It's unique. It's not exactly blowing me away. I'm not hitting that wow, but I am hitting that really interesting frame. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm very interested in it because it is different and unique, but it's not quite giving me that wow reaction. It's just really good, really solid. So I think it's as close to a 5 out of 5 as I can possibly give a beer without actually hitting a 5 out of 5. So I'm going to do this with a 4.5. Ooh, pardon. Like I said, it's a taste experience unlike anything else I've ever had, and that includes the other raisin beer from Dogfish Head, which is essentially, as I understand it, and I could be wrong about this because I haven't done a lot of research on it, but I believe the Raison D'extra, or whatever it's called, is just a weaker version of the Raison D'extra. By all means, let me know if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, Raison D'extra, 4.5 out of 5 for me. Again, I might run by the beer store where I picked this up, Damon's in Augusta, Maine, by the way, and I might grab another one of these to sit and age for about 5 or 6 years. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the budget holds in the next couple of weeks, and whether or not they sell out in the next couple of weeks. So that's just what I have to say about this beer. Hit me up down in the comments and the email link down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thanks for tuning in, folks. Keep an eye out for the Dogfish Head videos every day until I'm out of them, capped off by one more new one. Cheers. It's good. Damn good.